Did you really think that Iran would surrender in front of Israel and the United States? Did you think Iran would simply kneel down? Did you think Iran would prove to be weak like wax? Did you think that the spirit of Husseiniat, resistance, and freedom had died? No, sir. If you thought so, then you were completely mistaken. We have never supported war. But when war is imposed upon you, then it must be fought. Even Islam teaches us to remain prepared, to keep our horses and swords ready. At this moment, Iran is like a raging storm, one that cannot be fully described in words. However, perhaps poetry can help us understand the situation. The great poet John Elia once said, "The condition is such that even desires do not ask about my state. I have no thought of it, nor even of myself. Look at my courage. At least acknowledge this. Now I neither desire perfection nor fear decline. See the destruction of day and night. See the cruelty of time. Yesterday I was weak, and today I am not weak at all. I am very strange, so strange that I destroyed myself, and yet I feel no regret." Now let us talk about the United States and Israel. Their example is like crying in front of a blind person. You only lose your own sight. In other words, trying to explain things to incompetent and foolish nations often becomes impossible. You assassinate a nation's supreme leader in broad daylight, violating international laws. You drop tons of explosives on residential areas and expect no resistance. How is that even possible? As Winston Churchill once said, "In war, the first casualty is truth." Despite all their flaws, we continued praising the United States and Israel, calling them ambassadors of peace. But how can that be true? On the other hand, there is a favorite child of the West in the Middle East, backed by the United States and Western powers. Whenever it decides to attack a Muslim country, it does so without fear. But Iran will not allow this anymore. There is a famous Urdu proverb that fits perfectly here. He who has the police chief as his friend fears no one. Here, the United States acts as that protector, allowing Israel to act freely while others remain silent. Whether other Middle Eastern countries show courage or not, Iran certainly will. According to reports from Al Jazeera, Iranian missiles have rained down on Israeli cities like Tel Aviv and Haifa, targeting them with precision. Some missiles were intercepted by Israel's defense system, known as the Iron Dome, while others struck their targets, resulting in casualties and injuries. According to Reuters, Iran has also launched drones targeting U.S. bases in the Middle East, causing significant damage. The United States behaves like a parent who favors its own child above all others, seeing only Israel as important, while ignoring the rest of humanity. Due to these events, both Israeli and American citizens have taken to the streets, protesting against their leadership, Donald Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu, sending a clear message that their leadership is morally corrupt and unacceptable. Now let us talk about Iran's modern weapons, which have challenged both Israel and the United States. Iran possesses advanced missile systems such as Shahab-3 range, 2,000 km, Khaybar-Shekin range, 1,500 km, capable of carrying advanced warheads, Fate, Sejal-2 in terms of drones. Shahab-136, highly accurate. Shahab-129 Mohajer drones, these drones are capable of hitting their targets with precision. There are also claims by Iranian officials that they have captured several American soldiers. It is important to remember history, who has attacked water resources in the past. Recently, Israel and the United States targeted a desalination plant in Iran, which is responsible for converting seawater into clean drinking water for civilians. Such plants are vital, especially in the Middle East, where 70–80% of water supply depends on desalination. If Iran were to retaliate by targeting similar facilities in other countries, like Qatar, Saudi Arabia, or Bahrain, millions could be deprived of clean water. However, it is important to acknowledge Iran's restraint so far. Its leadership has not chosen to target such critical civilian infrastructure. Iran's president, Masoud Pezeshkian, recently stated in a press conference that Iran will avoid targeting other Middle Eastern countries. This is a positive step. Muslim countries should not attack one another. Meanwhile, around 80–90% of Qatar's LNG supply lines have been disrupted, creating a major crisis. This will especially affect countries like Pakistan, where rising fuel prices will lead to severe inflation. Petrol prices are already high and may increase further. A major humanitarian crisis is unfolding. The world must wake up and take responsibility, restrain the aggressors, so that peace can return and the Muslim world can breathe. No Muslim country is truly safe from this threat. The question is, why are our leaders not raising this issue strongly at the United Nations? Why are they not presenting our narrative? Is our blood so cheap? Are our children so insignificant that anyone can destroy them at will? We end with a prayer. May the Muslim Ummah stay united in this difficult time, and may we pray for each other's safety. With this, we conclude today's discussion.